No one's holding a gun to my head off camera, so I don't know why I'm volunteering this information, but I guess I kinda used to be a massive Rascal Flatts fan. Hey neighbor, welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John, short for Jonathan, which is what everyone knew me as in my childhood, and taking it back to my childhood, the Rascal Flatts were kind of the soundtrack of many of those early preteen years. For any of you uncultured swine not familiar with Rascal Flatts, first of all, what are you doing? This is a national treasure on our hands here, but number two, they're a country band that were super popular and they lasted from 1999 to 2021. I don't talk about much country music on either of my channels, so I would definitely forgive you if you didn't know that I was raised on the genre. I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you. John, a country fan, I thought I knew you, but everything has gone out the window, and yes, indeed, but it's gonna get even crazier. I clung to them like dirt on a tailpipe down a red dirt road. They were my everything, and I'm being melodramatic, of course, but they were one of my first ever CDs that I won when my dad, who really loved to go to these events where radio shows would show up at a car dealership and they would have a prize wheel, I won Feels Like Today, the 2004 album by Rascal Flatts. I racked up a pretty decent stack of CDs over the years as my dad kept taking me to spin those prize wheels and take advantage of the free food and whatever else that the radio station was putting on because we were poor and we love free. This little device right here was my first ever portable CD player, which was a big deal back in the day. As my CD collection started growing, naturally I wanted to have a couple of different devices on which I could listen to them. And after my grandma passed away in 2004, one of the things that she left me was her alarm clock CD player 3-in-1 combo, which is a weird thing to pass down, but thank you, Gram. For over a decade, that CD player sat loyally by my bedside as I neglected to dust it and continued putting CDs in there to wake me up each day. However, while it still worked for a considerable amount of time before it finally passed on to the other side, much like Rascal Flatts' career that I had to mourn in private because I don't talk about country music feelings publicly. Sometime while I was in middle school, the alarm clock CD player top that was supposed to be able to be pushed down on and it would pop up so you could change out the CDs, that functionality just stopped working, it completely locked up, and guess what CD was stuck inside? Shut up! Considering I was already past my country phase by middle school, I was listening to emo, alternative rock, post-hardcore, metal, aggressive shit, and I had left country in the rear view, I didn't exactly like the fact that I was waking up to it every day, but it did kind of throw off my parents because I wasn't allowed to listen to the other stuff, Christian school kid, and if they think I'm listening to Rascal Flatts, I'm probably in the clear.
Look, it plays Rascal Flatts CDs too? Oh, look at this thing. It's so cool. You just pop it open, pop the CD in there, and hit play.
I guess the Rascal Flatts were a little more involved in my life than I would have liked to admit when I sat down to film this video, and some other form of shame that's creeping up into the back of my head now, something that I don't think I've ever said on my YouTube channel, and why would I? We're gonna call this a classic coming-of-age moment, where puberty took its chokehold and finally pulled me in, and the first thing that ever gave me a boner was a Rascal Flatts music video.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Now, why am I admitting to getting my first erection to a Rascal Flatts music video? The music video for I Melt, actually?
I can feel the heat from across the room.
Well, unfortunately for the band, I'm sorry Gary and everybody else in the band, it wasn't you guys or any of the other guys in the music video. There was a model by the name of Christina Oria that caused some controversy, I later found out, by taking a shower in the nude in the music video and also kind of strutting around a pool in a bikini. I'm gonna set the stage here. I was in an awkward place for this to happen too, because I was on vacation with my parents and my grandparents, my dad dad's dad and his stepmom, and we were at their vacation house at the beach, and I woke up early one morning to come downstairs, turn on CMT, and there's I Melt by the Rascal Flatts. And then suddenly, I start feeling something strange in my pants. Did I have a sexual awakening to I Melt? I think maybe I did, because that was the moment. At age 10 or 11, I think it was 2002, 2003, the summer of that year was the summer John from ARTV became a man. I'm on Wikipedia right now, and apparently this music video made headlines in USA Today for a shot featuring the guitarist bare buttocks and a model Christina Aurea taking a shower in the nude. When it debuted on CMT on June 28, 2003, it became the first video showing nudity to air on the network, and I was out there with my eyes popping out of my head going, "Ayuga!" However, Great American Country took the moral high ground here, the good old conservatives, right? We can't see that, not on my country music television. Well, Great American Country Channel, on the other hand, banned the video when the group refused to release an edited version. Holy shit, Rascal Flatts, you guys are badasses, not backing down. I love how in their singles chronology, we have I Melt, released in 2003, and then the next single after this super sexy, steamy one is Mayberry, a song about missing the Andy Griffith Show era, black and white, like in the 1950s and 1960s, the Innocents, so they were like, hey, we went and partied that night, but we're going to church the next day. Well, God bless the broken road. We made it through this tale of country music, Rascal Flatts, a trio of musicians that soldiered on for probably a little bit too long because the later years stuff was kind of crap. But overall, I hope you guys maybe got something out of this experience. A laugh, a cringe, a memory that you thought you would bury deep in your soul. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry for traumatizing you. Hit that like button, subscribe for the love of music, and let me know in the comments if there's any memories that maybe you've dug up about music from your childhood that you had a really strange experience with. Other than that, there's some recent videos on screen, and I'll see you soon with more on Beyond ARTV.